Hey y'all, I'm back. Okay, so I want to talk about a question that is very, very common. I see it all the time on online communities, videos, comments, everywhere. And that question is, how can I tell if a man loves me? How can I tell if he cares about me? How can I tell if he's serious about me? And honestly, the simple answer is he invests in you. He is an investor. Men love what they pay for. Men love what they invest in. And 9 times out of 10, they will always follow their investment. Men like to feel as though they have earned something. They like to be conquerors and feel like they've had to break down barriers and go through obstacles to get something. This is when they start to prize it, and this is when they start to really appreciate it and sincerely care about it. So you make sure you make sure that you have your man invest in you, mostly time and resources, right? And if he doesn't have time, resources are always great. Money, providing things that you need, gifts, providing things like housing and food and transportation. But honestly, and if you have worries about how to get a man to love you or care about you, you just make sure he spends on you, because trust me, he'll start to care about the thing that he's spending a lot on, unfortunately. And a lot of women don't really understand that men love differently. They just love differently. Women tend to be very nurturing, and they tend to fantasize about this unconditional romantic love, twin flames, and all that good stuff. But guys are a lot simpler. They're a lot simpler than that. I mean, of course, there are always exceptions to the rules, but they don't find love in this like romantic type of they are not groomed from the very beginning to fantasize about romantic love like women are. They are not groomed from the very beginning as they are children to fantasize about marriage and a happily ever after with your soulmate. I mean, they don't think like that, unfortunately. But so the best way to kind of gauge whether or not a man really loves you or cares about you is to start taking track of how much he provides for you. Because so far, how we have evolved, we are, men are wired to be protectors and providers. And their masculine ego is stroked when they are placed in that role. They might not know it when it happens. They might not be conscious of this, but it's definitely stroked, and they definitely feel more masculine. And whether he knows it or not, or whether any guy knows it or not, he will be wired to be attracted to a woman who brings out that masculine energy in him. And in order to do that, you can get him to provide for you. And it could be something very simple at first. It could be, oh my goodness, can you hand me a napkin? This is like if you don't know the person and you want to build that relationship. But from the very beginning, if you're able to put a man in a provider role in not so obvious or maybe even very subtle ways, he will be attracted to you naturally. So last thing is, have you ever heard of the term nature laughs last? Nature laughs last. Nature laughs last. Nature laughs last. And as humans, genetically we are programmed in a certain way, and we can fight against that programming, and we do all the time. But at the end of the day, I think most of us end up kind of yielding to that programming. So we end up kind of following that natural programming that we have. So yeah, how do you know if a man loves you? Does he spend money on you? Does he provide you the things that you need and the things that you want? Does he want to see you happy? The more they spend, the more they fall in love, the more they feel like they're earning you, the more masculine they feel. That is my question. That is my answer. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, but I mean, I've definitely seen this myself in my own personal relationships as well. The more I make a guy invest in me, the more likely he is to stick around and take me seriously. The worst thing you could ever do is give a man what he wants quick, fast, and in a hurry without having him have to put any effort into the conquest. So I hope that you like this video. Please leave a comment and subscribe and share and subscribe. All right, I'll see y'all later.